In other words, costs are so high that we have fewer officers on the street than when Mr. Ford was elected, even as the police budget soars. Let's put some numbers around this. 70 cents of every new tax dollar in the last 5 years went to increases in just one department, policing. When elected mayor, I will sit on the Police Services Board. I will act on a plan that, once fully implemented, will save over $65 million per year. My plan will actually help the fight against crime, since we can modernize police practices in line with changes in place in many other cities. I'll offer details for each of these recommendations over the next few days, but I want to start with an idea specific now. I want to talk about an individual proposal, specifically about the shift structures. The current police shift structure requires that we pay for 28 hours of policing in a 24-hour day. This is obviously wasteful.
He didn't want to do it. And I think that's, we had our problems there. I support our frontline officers. It's a tough job. I know a lot of officers. You don't know if you're coming home to your family. So reducing their pay or starting to get into labor, I have no problem paying a frontline officer $80,000 to start off. That to me is more than fair. But to start going after frontline officers, and little at what I heard, I didn't hear his whole announcement, starting to deal with their collective agreement, that's I wouldn't be going after that. They can find the 5% inefficiencies. I know it's the largest budget we have, but I support our frontline officers, and I always will. But I think the new chief can come in and find at least 5%. Other departments have. There's no reason why the police can't, but I wouldn't be going after.
Entrepreneurs create jobs. And we're at our best when we support those entrepreneurs that are creating those jobs that we need in this city. And that's what I will do as mayor. I will get results for Torontonians. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to do this by fixing City Hall. And there are 6 parts to my economic plan. First, hold the line on taxes and keep service quality high. And I will start by directing all city departments to hold the line. I will automate and put more city services online, delivering them cheaply and efficiently, and most importantly, in a customer-focused way. I will eliminate overlap between city agencies and divisions, merging 4 transportation departments into one, and merging 4 economic entities into one. This merger will save up to 10% and result in significant savings for our city that we can reinvest in the services that we all depend on. I will work with the Police Services Board and implement the recommendations of the TPS organizational review. I will get a handle on the costly capital projects that we know plague the city, Nathan Phillips Square, Union Station, and introduce a new P3 policy framework and outsource the management to Infrastructure Ontario where it makes sense. We need to do a better job delivering these capital projects, and we will. I will make sure that our union contracts are fair to taxpayers, or we will consider alternatives. I know how to do this. I've done it at the city. I've done it at the TTC. And I will do all of this. I will continue to do all of this while holding the line on tax increases to inflation.
Karen Stintz's economic plan today, sir?
I heard very little about it. Karen and I disagree on transit, obviously. But to be quite frank, I trust Karen more than I would ever trust Olivia Chow or John Tory. At least she comes out, you know where she stands. The other two, I wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw them. So that's the bottom line. So, but she is, right on a lot of stuff. We've agreed on a lot of stuff, but that's my position on it.
You're talking about trust and taxpayers, and there's been a lot that's happened over the last year to break trust with the taxpayers of Toronto. Why should people give you another 4 years?
I've got a proven track record. If you want to go after me personally, that's fine.
It's not
But my track record of saving taxpayers' money speaks for itself. You may differ with the $1 billion. It's proven I have saved over $1 billion.
Trust issues.
Again, I'm going to try to answer your question here. The trust with taxpayers' money, you'll never see my expenses go out of whack, like I've heard this morning with some other mayors. You'll never see the out-of-control spending that's happened. I watch every single dime.